We're back, chats! We're back! I wouldn't say we're better than ever, but we're back! It's been a week! What? It's been a week. Beta's like, I haven't had treat times for a week. That's not true. Don't let her try to make you think that she hasn't had treat time in the week that we haven't been here. In fact, she's probably gotten more. She's even had carrot time. We shared a good bit of carrots yesterday. Her and I together. All right, so who do we got here? We've got Peter around. Duh. He's working from home today. We've got Imboy Grotlick. Largest Bear is pewing. Enjoy your pew. Doomsdib is here. Have I? Well, we're just gonna stick with Dr. Mario. There was a game that I wanted to get, but I have overspent money for this pay period. I have overspent. So, I am not spending any more money until the next payday. I guess we can consider Dr. Mario a little sloppy. She's like, you're ignoring me. This is my time. It's called Can We Survive? It's on Steam. It seems like it's a pretty old game. By old, I mean 10 years old. It said 2015. But it's like a car game. I watched it on Smosh. All right, let's take care of this girl. Let's take care of this girl. Well, hello, Beta. Chat hasn't seen you. All right, we'll give you... Uh-oh, it's falling apart. So it's like 4 cookies now. 1 cookie. 2 cookie. 3 cookie. And then the best part for last 4 cookie. Beta's been good. She's been her silly farty self. Um, but yeah, I think it's called Can We Survive? And I saw it on Smosh. If you guys watch YouTube Smosh games. Um, it was just it's basically like they have a lot of different things on it, but the thing that I particularly loved watching was where you have to drive a vehicle down this like cliff basically and try to successfully make it to this parking space. And usually you wreck the car so bad that you'll never make it. And it's like I think it was like a 1% survival thing, but it's like $20. So I'm just like, you know, for a game that's been on Steam for over 10 years, that's well, maybe it hasn't been on Steam for over 10 years, but for a game that's not like new, I'm not paying $20 for it, and it's on sale too. It down from 25. But I will probably look into getting that in the future. Thank you for the 160 streak. Anywho, so as you guys know, I haven't been streaming for the last week. It was kind of like not really, it's like an impulsive decision, but not, where I decided that I was going to try to stop taking my anxiety medication. Hi, Breepus. But I'm experimenting with not taking my anxiety medication because months ago, my psychiatrist was kind of like, well, you know, you might not necessarily need it because at the same time I had quit smoking. So she thinks that, you know, maybe I, you know, didn't need the anxiety medication at all and I could have just quit smoking and I would have been fine. So that's kind of what I'm experimenting with. So I've been having some withdrawal symptoms where I have these things called brain zaps, and I kind of described them on Discord, but if you haven't been in my Discord, then you have no idea. Brain zaps are a normal side effect where it can be stimulated by rapid eye movement, which is kind of where I was able to trigger it. I still can kind of trigger it, but it's less intense now. And it didn't hurt or anything. It was just very frustrating, very annoying. Even just going outside for a walk, if I was looking around like a lot, it was not cool. And then I just got kind of like in a drowsy state, and then the mood started to shift a little bit. And I fair warning, the mood thing is still kind of a thing right now. Um, so I can probably be set off pretty easily. um, so I'm trying not to deal with that. I really wanted to kind of experience streaming today and just like kind of test the waters again and just see if I can do it at this point. I think I upset Freckles with ascending strength No, you didn't. I don't I, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been more I've been triggered by other things. It definitely wasn't you, girl. But I have been triggered by other things. Hi, Noimu. But for right now I'm fine. I've got an energy drink that will probably help set me off. What do the Gen Zs do? They like, oh, like that whole thing. I don't know what's with the tapping, but I think Gen Z was the one that popularized that. Um, I'm going by you posting you've been getting set off. Oh no. Oh no. That I honestly I know I saw your message after I made that update. I thought you sent me the message after I made the update. And then I did see the comparison in time. So like it just happened to be in a very short time frame, but I didn't notice. I didn't notice you messaged me before I made that update. I only noticed after. Um Yeah, what else have I been doing? So another thing that may be causing me to have my moods may not necessarily be the medication withdrawal. It could also be relative to I'm also kind of withdrawing from exercising a lot. I realize that I may be pushing myself a little bit hard, a little bit too hard. Um, so I have kind of restricted a little bit of my exercise. I'm running less, I'm walking more, and I'm just trying to get my body back in a place where it's not super stressed anymore. And this is something that I've talked over with my therapist that I need to start. Instead of training myself for fitness, I need to train myself to understand what exhaustion really is. Because I think I've been confusing the feeling of laziness for actually like being physically exhausted. So I've been doing things like was a suggestion of her. So I wear a fitness watch, and I use the fitness watch. I use it for a lot of my activities, but I mainly got it for running. And I still wear my watch because I want to get my steps and all that stuff. But I've been, what's the word? Not tracking. So I've stopped timing my runs. I've stopped having a distance requirement. And in order for me to not know the distance that I run, because I've run the same route for years, hi challenge phase. I've been running the same route for years, so even if I didn't have my distance tracked, I know exactly like where each mile mark is. So my therapist is like, you need to like vary up your route. You need to take another street. You need to take another turn. And when you start feeling that like laziness, take a walk, stop, take a walk, and then see if you can restart and feel fine, or like maybe you just walk the rest of the way. So I've been kind of working on that. And it's interesting. So a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Um but I ran today. What the awful thing is that after I'm done running, like I will refuse to look at my watch for one, because I basically know what time I start. Like I don't want to know what time I stop. But I will go into a website called Map My Run and I'll map it out and see how far I went. And like today I ended up going over 5 miles, which I'm like, whoa, like that's weird, because like I was like thinking I was only gonna do like less than that. But I had no idea. But of course, like I can't run that route anymore. Um, do you see the irony of Freckles playing a game about pills the week she that is kind of funny. To be honest, I feel Peter should get his new bicycle out and tape a Kit Kat to the, I don't even know what a panty or a rack is. If you can catch him and grab it, you can have it. He rides like at 100% the speed that I do. Like he is able to like get double done within an hour than what I can do. He's been biking on and off. I mean, he on Friday he went out in the morning and he rode to work and back, just to see if he could do it. And I don't know if he's gonna try to do it this weekend. Sorry, my hair was like tucked behind my ears. It was weird. I'm not used to like my hair right now because I cut this part, so it was like a little bit shorter because it was like down to here, and it was starting to look weird. So anywho, he's doing well. He rode last night. I don't know if he's gonna ride tonight. His butt is doing a little better. Bike seats, fun. The name of the rack that you attach and hold two bags that float by the side of the wheels at the back of the bike. Okay. I don't ride bikes. I don't ride them. But anywho, that's the gist of what's been going on with me. You're disappointed I didn't show. Guys, if I went bald, thanks for the follow. If I went bald, I would 100% get a wig. Like, when the day comes, and this happens to many women, you know, it's not just men that experience hair loss, but women will get, like, their hair will thin out. I'm like, I will buy a realistic looking gray wig and I will wear that. Like, I refuse to have bad hair in my older age. Because I do not think that I would look good bald. I mean, look at how big, how like tall my forehead is. Ooh, and when I do it like this, it looks even worse. I have a 5 head. I have a 5 head. Okay, I've had it since I was an infant. Um, British judge style gray wig, like no, like a George Washington looking thing. Is that what you're talking about? Like, I know what you mean by like the judge, where it's like the weird like curl things down the side. But I want to have like long, luxurious gray hair. Okay, I'm getting white hairs. I'm a redhead. It's kind of gotten browner over the years, but I'm a natural redhead. And red-haired people, they'll get like, of course, I don't think you guys can see. Can you see? There's a little bit. Oh, there's a big one right there. So we get white hair, not gray hair. Um, so I think like that will look really awesome. My grandmother does not dye her hair. She is 90 and she does not dye her hair, but she's got this like beautiful platinum blonde hair. And she was redhead. So her hair just like totally discolored. It's a you know, redhead thing for a lot of redheads. Their hair will go like blonde to like platinum as they age. And I'm like, fingers crossed, please let me be one of those. Okay. Like I can't judge my dad was a redhead. I can't judge him because he's totally bald. So it's like I don't know if he went gray, if he went white, he just went bald. Um, but I'm really fingers crossed that I go blonde, platinum style as I age. Because I don't plan on dyeing my hair. I last time I dyed my hair was like a permanent color. I haven't dyed my hair permanent in like a decade, if not longer than that. He went platinum bald. He indeed did. But yeah, I'm hoping that I at least get that like redhead superpower is just going blonde rather than gray. If I go gray, whatever. Like, some people really wear gray really well. And I wish more people would just be like, let's fucking go. Because there's some women, and I'm sure there's men too. Usually men like worry about going bald early. Because I think like my brother, he started like losing his hair in his like 20s. However, some women, and like I said, maybe some men too, will go completely gray in their 20s, like crazy early, very rare. But some of it looks hella beautiful. And it's just like, you know what? Like, if that happened to me, I would hope that I would embrace it. Um, of course, like, I don't like seeing the little like spats of like gray, white, whatever it is in my hair, but I don't care. My hair is too, I'm not going to go to a professional. I don't want to dry my hair out. I don't want to ruin my hair. My hair is easily damaged um because it's curly. I straighten it all the time, but like curly hair is a little bit more dry normally. Redheads actually have like are known to have like drier hair as well. I sweat a lot from workouts and all of that stuff. Like, so I'm already having a hell of a time damaging my hair. So I'm not gonna dye it and make it worse. Anywho, I don't want to spend the money. I'm cheap. I cut my own hair, you know? Anywho, guys, let's see if we can do some Dr. Mario today. If you can tell, I took off the sub goal counter. I will still be counting them, but if we'd hit 10 tomorrow, I'm not going to add an extra stream this week. It would have to hold off because I'm coming back. I'm trying to like make sure that I'm in a mentally good spot before I start going crazy like that. So I'm surprised I haven't gone bold from stress. Yeah, stress is a thing. But, you know, there's a lot of things out there, too, that have come onto the market that, and some natural stuff, too, that, that helps with hair growth. So, there are things to help with that. So, you know, we live in an age where those things can be experimented with. Now, I did hear Rogaine works, however, it is not recommended that you use it if you have pets, because it's not good for your pets. But apparently it friggin' works. So I've heard. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay. Tell me if the music is way too low, because I was YouTubing earlier, finally uploading my video from last week, because I completely, like, abandoned YouTube over the last week as well. Because I'll tell you what, guys, even some sounds were bothering me. Like, I was just, like, sound sensitive. I don't know why I did that. Hold on. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so I abandoned YouTube because, I just couldn't, like, deal with listening to sounds. But I don't know where I was going with that. I was talking about YouTube. Of course I did, Breepus! I was there! I was definitely there. It was so funny. Because I don't know what he was trying to do in the beginning, but he was not getting rid of the viruses. Here, hold on. We're gonna start from the beginning. That's not a good time. We're trying to get PBs, guys. Stress doesn't cause gray hairs. It's a mix of, well, we're talking about baldness. Stress causing hair loss. Sound seems good. Okay. But yeah, oh, so what I was saying was I was uploading stuff to YouTube earlier today, and I could barely hear myself over some of the Hollow Knight music, because I finally uploaded the video where we did 100% Hollow Knight. And yeah, I was just like, ooh, music got a little intense there. So yeah, if you guys didn't catch us getting to 100% Steel Soul in Hollow Knight, that video is now up. And then of course we lost it. We tried to go for 112 and got to Coliseum Trial 3. It all went south from there, but I accepted my loss. It was okay. I was done. I was pretty much done. I had a great time. I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I finished. But, I was done. It was over for me. That's a little bit better. What have you been using to edit? Edit? I just upload the VOD. I don't edit the videos. It's just the entire VOD. I was thinking about, like, if I wanted to do that, I had downloaded CapCut. But yeah, I haven't done too much editing. I do clips on here, and then I share those to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. So I have a TikTok now, guys, just for this. But yeah, it's just been VODs and clips. But I don't go through and really edit it. So I'm not getting a shit ton of views on the VODs. And that's kind of what I expected. However, YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos, that's where you get your views from. That is where the magic happens. So if I'm very new to the whole thing, but if I had to say anything, if you just do YouTube Shorts, you're gonna have the starting interaction stuff. Honestly, Grant, like, I just don't want to go through hours of my content and try to cut it down. I don't really like watching myself because I judge myself a little too harshly. I'm like, oh man, your hair looks really bad, or you should have worn makeup, or you're really annoying right now. Your voice sounds terrible. Like, I will rip myself apart rather than just upload the video. Just upload the video, let other people make judgments, and they do. And they do. Yeah, I don't like iMovie or anything like that, if that's kind of what you're referring to. I have a Mac. A laptop and a desktop. But, no, I don't use their stuff. If anything, I'll use, like I said, CapCut was one that was recommended that apparently people use. But I'm just not at the point of doing edits just yet. Like, more than anything, I was just like, I just need to rip the Band-Aid off and, like, be adding content to my YouTube. You know, because and that was my intention a long time ago, and I just failed to do it. I highly recommend Shortcut if you need more. It's basically Adobe After Effects. Yeah, I mean, if I feel like editing anything, I'm likely going to edit the clips. Adding like text or, you know, cutting those up and doing edits on those. But I'm just starting here and like kind of creating the habit. Excuse me, I didn't want to like burp into the mic, which I've done before. But yeah, so fuck you, Ethan. I know. I just took the plunge and learned DaVinci Resolve. I feel like Peter has that. I don't know what the free Mac one is called. Do I look like someone who uses Apple junk? But it is very powerful and easy to use according to people that I know. The only reason I didn't like iMovie is because when I wanted to edit things that go into the portrait format, they didn't do that. I don't know if it's changed, but you know, a lot of people end up using portrait mode because it's just the way your screen is on your phone, and it did not work for that. Yeah, don't dive too deep too soon. Yeah, it's just creating habits. Just creating the habits. But that's not... Wow, that did not work out the way that I intended. I tried to flip it. Speaking of Ethan, though, I have a new fan in my YouTube, and by fan, I mean somebody who wanted to insult me. I was like, what is it with people on YouTube that just, like, feel like they are just able to be jerks? And, It was funny because we were just talking about, like, my 5 head, and they definitely insulted me by criticizing how big my forehead is. And I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, there are beautiful women out there that have big foreheads. So, you know, I didn't say that to them, but did I call them out? Yes. Yes, I did. Because, Dan, people are jerks on the internet. And I'm not one to take the high road, because I'm just overtaking the high road and letting assholes be assholes. People need to be called out for doing shitty things, right? Am I wrong by saying that? I don't want to ignore them anymore. They will just continue to do it, in my opinion. Like bullies. Like, I hated being told, just ignore it. And it's like, well, I feel like I'm just giving them permission to just, like, be cool with continuing to do that. Freckles, it's 85 Fahrenheit and not a cloud in the sky. Are you complaining? Or are you bragging? I can't tell. Call them out. Thank you, Doomstib. Thank you. So yeah. That comment was made on my YouTube if you want to go check on any of the shorts that I put up today. You know, let's go call them out together. Believe me, if I didn't have to worry about being fired, I'd rip people new. Oh yeah, no, there's a point where you do have to bring it back at your jobs and stuff, but yeah, I mean, if it doesn't affect my work, which, you know, this is what I do, then, you know, and if I lose followers, I mean, I don't make a living off of you guys. It's not gonna hurt me one way or another. Oh shoot. It's not gonna hurt me one way or another. We're just gonna put you down here. But it's like, you know, I was talking about Smosh earlier, and they have these, like, videos about Reddit stories or whatever. And one of the things that, like, I do not agree with that they say sometimes...
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
My voice. Since we're just insulting you today... No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Dawn? I'm doing really terrible right now. You know, I'd rather be chatty, though. I'd rather talk to chat, because I find sometimes when I play Dr. Mario, I tend to ignore chat a little bit and just start talking to myself. I'm not doing that bad. But yeah, so anyway, I was talking about Smosh. They have Reddit stories, and they talk about, like, you know, people will, you know, react and, like... say things to people when they do wrong to them, and they're like, you know, be the bigger person. And I'm just kind of like, you know what, we've spent years being the bigger person, and is that stopping people from being shitty? Absolutely not. So why don't we try the call them out method? Because I'm just like, you know what, in today's world, I'm done. I am done. Dawn, thank you so much for the annoying sound. Wait until we start playing Majora's Mask. Because we'll probably start hearing more of that Zelda stuff. I just didn't want to start Majora's Mask when I'm still kind of feeling the withdrawal symptoms. Freckles has gained wisdom, like +10 right above my head or something. But yeah, so... can't let the bullies win, guys. It's also kind of one of those things where, you know, I was bullied growing up, and I'm sure a lot of you have suffered bullying at some point in your life to some degree. I feel like we all did, at least in, like, middle school. And we were always told to just ignore it. And I feel like the bully still bullied. They didn't stop. In fact, some of them are still jerks, like, even into adulthood. Like, I've seen what these people were up to. Social media is out there, and you can definitely see what people are doing these days. And they're still being jerks. Some have learned. You know, some people have grown. And I don't hold it against them if they were rude people to me. As long as, you know, they've done better. Honestly, I don't even need an apology. I have received apologies before. But I don't need it. I am still planning on doing Majora's Mask. I just did not want to start today. I kind of want to play Mecha Chameleon Doomstib. I did not really know what that game was about. I started seeing more clips about it after you got, like, to be fair, I haven't watched, like, a whole lot of those streams because I've just been on another planet lately. But, I've been seeing some clips out there in the social media wild. And I'm like, you know what? First off, the game, very cheap. Like what, like $6? Game doesn't even have to be on sale. It's so affordable. But it looks like a lot of fun. I don't know what you guys are playing this weekend. I'm not trying to, like, tell you I'm definitely going to be playing this weekend. But all I know is that I may be interested if you guys end up playing it at some point. I might not be able to do it this weekend, to be honest, though. I'm changing my workout schedule, so I will eventually not... I'm changing my workout schedule next week because I need to, like, start doing things on a Monday. I don't know. Is anybody else like that? You gotta start on a Monday. You can't just start doing things differently on, like, a Wednesday. Sorry, I'm just, like, talking out of my ass sometimes. Alright, we're gonna get rid of these boys, just so. You know, I'm not doing as bad as I thought I was. I'm not really paying attention to time. I don't think we have a plan for Saturday yet. I think... Oh, yeah, that's what I remember him saying that. Hold on, guys. I need to get a fan going. I blame Freckles withdrawals. I do too. Again, it was just not my intention to quit last week. And then I was, like, talking to Peter on a walk, and I'm like, I've been thinking about quitting. And he's like, cool. And I'm like, I think I'm just not going to take any more tonight. It was like a twice a day thing, and I just was like, all right, well, I'm just not going to take my medication tonight, and yeah. I'm going to check in with my... Oh, shoot, I did that wrong. I'm going to check in with my psychiatrist and my therapist on that, though. They don't know that I actually went down with the plan. Surprise! I stopped taking my medication and didn't let you guys know. I don't think they'll be mad. I mean, hey, it was my psychiatrist's recommendation. Shoot. could have done that differently. A little messy. Just a little bit. I don't know why I wouldn't just... Oh, never mind. Hold on, I'm finishing this out. We'll chat right after. It's getting harder. It's getting harder and harder to breathe. What was that, Maroon 5? Like, wasn't Maroon 5 Adam Levine?
That's what she said.
Huh? It was, I'm definitely looking, it was that game that I mentioned, at the beginning of stream, the can we or can you survive? I mean, it's only down $5. Basically, all of my games on my wish list are on sale, except for Mecha Chameleon. I feel like Fable is always on sale, but I already have the Fables. I don't know when I'm gonna play the Fables, but I might just play one on my own and see if I'm even like half interested in streaming it. Because it's been a while since I played a Fable game. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, sometimes when you go back and play those older games, they're not as fun as you remember them. Lord of the Rings. It was a lot harder than I thought it was. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which we never finished. Stupid dock level. It was like 3 years long. It was such an extended level. It was like, oh, here's part 1, then you move into part 2, and then there's a part 3, and part 4? There's just so many aspects to that area. And I remember, you know, I'm in some Facebook Buffy groups, and people talk about the game occasionally. And people have very much complained about those levels, so I didn't feel so alone. It's not just a me thing, it's a we thing. Oh, that sucks. Well, that will work. We're slowing down a little bit, chat. Ah, I should have put that in a different way. Ugh, I probably fudged that too. Not really. Feed the tall boy, what's up? Welcome back. How was your trip? Planet Crafter is 50% off. That is supposed to be a cozy game. It's a Wii thing? Thought it was PlayStation. Wait, what? Are you talking about Fable? I definitely missed what we were talking about there. I do have a Wii, though. Very good. Had a great time with the fam. That's always nice. I haven't visited my family in a while. Oh, no. Buffy was actually an Xbox thing. The first game was Xbox exclusive. The second one was on everything else. Ooh, let's do this. Oh, sexy. Yeah, and what's really annoying, though, is, like, you know, you want to sometimes go back and play these games that were exclusive to a particular system, but it's like, you can never play them because, like, they don't sell the game anymore. They don't have any backwards compatibility. It's like you'd have to buy a complete system rather than, you know, I mean, I had an emulator to do it, but it's like, I wish that sometimes they would just, like, add these games to their own kind of virtual console. Like, I don't know. I hate how there are games that I like that I can't play. I really hope, I don't know if, like, anybody has some insider information, and I doubt that anybody does. I don't. I'm not that lucky. I want to... Ooh. Oh. I thought I fucked that up. I want Nintendo to have a Wii Virtual Console on the Switch too. And maybe that's like way out of the Switch's capability of doing. I don't know. But I think we need a Wii Virtual Console. Like, I have the Wii. I can still go back and play all of my games. Well, actually, to be fair, I really can't because I had to replace the disk drive. And it doesn't really play some of the games. I've been having issues with Wii Sports, and that's, like, one of the most disappointing things. It plays most of the games, but it also will no longer play the GameCube games. But to not be able to play Wii Sports is pretty much like, well, why? Zero build, Freckles and Dr. Mario like peas and carrots. Speaking of carrots, I'm gonna have to pull those out soon. You're right. 20th Century Fox, boy. And, you know, they're never also gonna bring, you know, Buffy back in general. One of the fully digestible amino acids. The other is full of beta-carotene. Which one's Freckles? Beta-carotene, baby. Eat enough carrots, they start turning your skin orange. And I know this for a fact. From my own experiences. But I'm also a very, very, very pale person, like practically translucent. So it probably doesn't take much to, like, have any of that stuff show up in my body. Hell yeah. It was like, when I was in school, and I was not an athletic person in school. I really don't even consider myself much of an athletic person these days, but I'm definitely in a better place than where I was when I was in school. But my freshman year of high school, oh, why are all these pieces horrible? In my freshman year of high school, I had gym class, and you only had to take one semester of it in high school, which I probably needed it all 4 years, but I only took one semester of it. And I was not a very good runner back then. And I remember... Yes. I remember we had to go out and walk a mile. They didn't make, like, that day, that lesson, the teacher was just kind of like, you know, I want you to run the straights and walk, like, the curves. So she was not requiring us to run the whole thing. But apparently, I was feeling really good that day, and I don't know how or why, but somehow I ended up running the entire mile. I don't know, I was feeling myself that day. And when I finished, like, people were, like, even my gym teacher was like, well, why'd you run the whole thing? You didn't have to run the whole thing. Just like, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to run the whole thing. It just didn't feel hard. And then one girl was like, well, if it didn't feel so hard, why is your face so red? And it's just like, I'm so white that, like, my blood is going to show in my face. Like, It actually made me kind of upset. I remember being so self-conscious because my skin turned red from working out. People are so judgy. But I was also a super self-conscious kid, so you could say anything to me, and it would have made me very upset. Anything appearance-based, I was highly offended. Like, okay, there was a kid, redhead boy. I'm a redhead girl, but redhead boy, right? We had the same issues. We were very white, freckly, ginger. But yet, he was able to, he made fun of me. He made me cry, I don't know how many times, because of him making fun of how white and, ginger I was. And, like, the fact that, like, I let him hurt my feelings for having the same plight as myself. I think back on that more than I should, and I'm just like, how in the heck did I let him, like, make me so emotional? And now he's a firefighter. I don't know, that has nothing to do with anything, but he's a firefighter now. But yeah, I was called the sensitive kid. I was a very sensitive person. Also a shitload of anxiety. Kids were such assholes, they were. I mean, adults are too. But, like, kids just, like, I don't know, I mean, I think the same is true today. Like, there is just, like, an age group, like, and normally they're, like, middle school age, but there's, like, an age group that, like, and it's probably, like, 13-year-olds, 13, 14-year-olds, they really know where to kick a person exactly where it hurts. And it's like, I worked at a preschool and an after-school daycare. And there was a summer that I worked with, like, the after-school kids. So these kids were between 5, 6, and 12. So they could be as young as 5 and as old as 12. What am I doing? And, some of these kids really, really, really got me worked up. To the point where I'm, like, telling my boss, like, I have to walk away right now. I have to walk away right now because this girl is driving me crazy. Now, there were some really cool kids. Like, I mean, I got along with a lot of these kids. And some of them, like, super fun to be around. Like, I just had a blast. But there were the few that just, like, knew how to grind my gears. I mean, there were some 3-year-olds like that, too, when I worked at the daycare, like, the preschool area. There are some 3-year-olds that knew how to pluck my nerves, too, but it's like, they're 3, you know? It's a little different than, like, a fully grown, like, kid. When I say fully grown kid, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean. But, I have a mark on my foot from well, they're not 3 anymore, they're probably in their 20s. But, this kid hit me so hard in my foot. And, like, back then, and I'm sure that they're still popular, but, like, flats. Like, flat shoes. I mean, teaches me never to wear, like, flats anymore. But this kid kicked me so hard in the top of my foot that I still have a mark on my foot to this day because of the damage that kid caused. My foot hurt for so long. Like, it was, like, one of those things where he did it, and, like, I instantly teared up. Not because I was crying, but, like, I'm sure that you guys know, like, when you get, like, something that hurts, like, you know, it's just kind of one of those things that just happens so fast. And, like, my eyes just welled. It was so painful. But yeah, so I have, like, a permanent mark on my body from this child. But again, they're not a child anymore. They are a full adult now. And it just makes me wonder what he's up to. Like, my judgments, I'm just like, what are you doing now? I hold grudges, people, even the children. Some people are like, why haven't you ever thought about having kids? Because I took care of them. I took care of your children for years. And I did not have fun after a while. People are like, oh, well, it's different when it's your own kids. I'm like, but is it? I don't want to find out. But yeah, I think teaching, like, just being a person at a daycare, like, really, really changed how I felt about having kids of my own. Because, like, you know, there was, like, a part of me that kind of was, like, just like, oh, yeah, like, cool. I'll do that when the time comes. And then it, like, turned into a thing where I'm like, I'll make a decision when I'm, like, 30. And then 30 came and went. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm doing this. If you want to have kids, all the power to you. You should track him down and kick him in the foot. I remember his name, but the whole thing is, his name's very common. And he kind of went through this thing where he went back and forth between different last names, depending on what was going on between his mother and father. Like, his mother was his primary caretaker. She was, like, the one with primary custody. So it was kind of like, you know, I don't know what was going on between his parents, but they weren't, like, together, and then they were, and then they weren't. So it kind of was like a back and forth thing. Not that it happened like, oh, today she's with him again, and tomorrow she won't be. It was just kind of like, it was a big deal when it happened. So it wasn't like a back and forth thing, because, like, obviously you can't just change somebody's last name for fun. Having kids is a grass is greener situation. Both have their benefits and their downsides. Yeah, and, like, you know, my whole thing is like, you know, I hear the whole thing where it's like, oh, you'll never be ready, you know, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't think that's fair for me to be like, well, I'm not really sure that I want to have kids. So it's, I'm not gonna, like, try and then be like, oh, I really didn't want to have kids, and now I'm stuck with this kid. Like, I don't want to have that kind of, like, because there are groups, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but there are groups out there where it's like, I regret having kids, and it's like all anonymous people. Obviously they don't want to, like, publicly admit, but you know, there are people out there that really regret having children, and that's sad. That is very sad. You know, it's not like they're treating their kid like garbage, but I feel like, to a degree, those kids aren't stupid. And while the parent may never be forthcoming about their regrets, I think you can feel those things. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to be told that your parent regretted having you, but you can kind of base it on, like, how you're treated. That was a really shit move. And I personally know some people that have had their regrets. And it is sad. Wow, we got dark, guys. We got dark here. We don't have to talk about this. I just eliminated all those blues. Oh, shoot. Hey, we almost made it to the level we normally F up on, so, we haven't actually gotten a game over yet, so I'd say we're doing alright. I saw this thing, though, speaking of kids, where, you know, like, millennials specifically, our generation, our, like, birth rate has, like, drastically decreased. And, like, somebody made, like, a video where they're just like, well, yeah, like, when we were in school, we were, like, freaking had the, you know, the poo scared out of us if we were to get pregnant. Like, it's like, don't ever get pregnant. Like, and it's just like, yeah, so I think a lot of us were traumatized by, like, early, like, sex ed and everything like that. Like, okay, we're not supposed to do this, got it. Though I will say, I did at one point, I don't think it's like this anymore, I did at one point live in one of the top counties for teenage pregnancy. And there was a girl from, I wasn't going to high school at the time. I was, like, in middle school. But a girl at the high school I was gonna go into, she was actually on MTV. Freckles, did you know I had cheesecake for dinner? Cheesesteak, not cheesecake. I mean, cheesecake for dinner, I would approve. Dan doesn't like sweets, which is gnarly to me. Cheesesteak sounds great. When I was a kid, we used to have these, like, microwavable cheesesteak things. They were probably terrible for you, considering that they were microwave meat. You know, it wasn't like, you know, it was definitely something that was probably considered very unhealthy and had a lot of preservatives, but I remember loving them so much. How did you know what Freckles has for dinner? Dan, are you being a stalker? Wait, no. He didn't say that. He didn't know what I had for dinner. Oh, there you go. I've been I haven't shared recipes in Discord for a while, but I should share the recipe for an Instant Pot meal that I made. Very good. I've been basically living off of Instant Pot meals because I want to be a healthy eater, but I'm also very lazy, like, when it comes to cooking. And that hasn't always been a thing. Was that not beautiful? That hasn't always been a thing, but, ooh. Hold on. But when we moved to California, our kitchen situation got a lot smaller, and so cooking wasn't fun anymore. The smaller a kitchen, I think, like, the worse it is to cook. Gosh, we're not even on level 17, and it's looking like a level 17 kind of vibe. Oh no, chat, what are we doing? Hold on, I can fix it! I can fix her! Okay, we're getting there. Okay, not great, but it's actually, it still kind of fixes things a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do this. Nope, not really sure about that. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. We can still figure things out. It's alright. It's not the end. It's getting pretty close, though. Ooh, look at this! Look at this! That was beautiful. And look, it corrected itself in the end. Look, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. Ooh, okay. I almost didn't do so hot there. Sorry, I gotta focus because I got a little too chatty chat. Chatty chat. I'm being weird. Okay, we're kind of like near the 30-minute mark for finishing this, which is kind of the goal. It's not the best goal for us. Usually I'd like to get it done a little bit faster. But, you know, for screwing up as many times as we did already, this isn't half bad. Hold on. Almost there. Oh, look at this. Alright, just one more for the blue. Alright. You want to know how small, you want to know small kitchens come to New York? Our kitchens and bedrooms are big. So, do you live in, like, a studio? Do you live alone? I've seen some crazy like, I'm thinking New York City. I don't know where you are in, like, proximity to New York City. But seeing some of the New York City, Manhattan apartments for how much you pay for, like, a hole in the wall. Like, closet-sized living. New York City is, like, a little too much city for me. I've been to New York City. I'm glad I've gone to New York City. But I don't think I could live in New York City. Now, I never thought I could live in San Diego either. But that's just a whole, like, I feel like that lifestyle is so different. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's bad vibe right there. I would like to visit again, though. I've been there twice. I went with petering around once, and I also went with my parents and one of my friends. It's nice when your parents basically pay for your trip, so you go. I was still living with my parents at the time, so... I don't like the situation at the top here. I'm trying to think it through. What's going to be the best way to figure out? Okay, I got it. Okay, calm down, chat. There we go. Not bad. Still a lot to clean up, but not bad. Not in the city, just outside the city. Like an hour train ride. Do you go at all? Or are you, like, not, like, into that? You're kind of like me, where it's just like, whatever. Like, I don't want to go out. But I guess, like, the novelty wears off when you're already living so close to it. It's like, it might be exciting for the first, however long, like, if you weren't, like, a native. But, I mean, I still get excited about, like, going to LA and shit. I mean, I don't live in LA. I live, at least 2 hours away, depending on where in LA I'm going and what time of day. But I still get excited about, like, seeing the Hollywood sign and everything like that. I'm a nerd. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't go downtown San Diego and whatnot. I've gone and seen, like, some stuff around San Diego that's, like, notable, but sometimes only if I have planned to do something in the city. Like, what do your plans in the city look like? Like, what would you plan to do there? Like, what would it get you out the door? Like, a Broadway show? I have only seen one Broadway show in my life. Like, on Broadway, I should say. I've seen Broadway shows, but not on Broadway. I've only seen one. And that was How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, when Daniel Radcliffe was in it. That's when Peter Around and I went. We got, like, a bunch of signatures on our playbills, too. Not Daniel Radcliffe's, though. He didn't come out. I've got it laying around somewhere. But I like musicals. They do have, like, off-Broadway stuff here. Little Mixie. Level 17's going okay. It's our evil level. If you've been in this stream, you know. She's probably like, oh, she's talking about it again. We know, Freckles. We know. You always have to talk about it. But hey, so far stream's actually been going pretty good. I am not losing my mind. I have had 0 brain zaps. So I think we're legit again. So we should be on for tomorrow without a hitch. Not that I'm, like, ending stream now or anything. Ah, what am I doing? Jason's brain sap. No, I had them this morning. I just haven't, I haven't triggered them on stream. I thought, like, looking between, like, this screen and that screen, that I would, have a lot of issues with it. And now that I said something, I kind of had a little one, but they're not, it's not, like, where it kind of makes me, like, sit still for a second. You saw Daniel on How to Succeed. M-Boy, what if we were in the same showing? Wouldn't that be funny? If, like, unknowingly we sat next to each other. I mean, I have no recollection of, like, when we actually went. I don't even know how long he was on Broadway for that particular show. Because who was it that, like, a Jonas brother, I think, ended up taking over later? When I was in LA, I would see touring shows at the Pantages and the Mansion. I don't even know what those are. I mostly see a show. Yeah, I'm a theater fan. But yeah, that would be ridiculous. We went to like a midday show though, because we took a bus trip. So we were only in the city for, you know, so many hours before we had to hop on the bus back. So we had to go to like a midday showing. And Boy's probably like the cool one that sees them at night. When all the intellectuals go. Not the matinee. Oh no. Okay, we can fix that. That's gonna, there we go. See, just like that. That wasn't good. Neither was that. Okay. 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 Oh god. Alright, we got this. We can do it. Look at this. Look at this. We are a professional, what do you call it? Dr. Mario player. And that is not true at all.
Boo!
Oh! Did somebody tell a joke? Oh! I don't know where Petering Around is. He might be in a meeting. Petering Around has a joke. I don't know if he's willing to share it with the class, but I'm like, you have to tell Grotlick that joke. But he might be in a meeting. He's like, he's been busy. But he's working from home. He didn't get to do that, like, at all last week. No, but okay. Hold on. Okay, you're giving me... Oh, there we go. I was like, you're giving me reds, and I have, like, no reds to really play with here. Not really they're good either. Okay, here we go. Ah, too late. Ooh, oopsie. Okay, we're okay. We haven't died. That's the whole point. Don't die. As they say. We're trying to save the patient, guys. May have put a little too many antibiotics in their system, but it's okay. We're gonna get them through this. They just might have side effects for a little bit, but they're going to live. Alright, that ended okay. As long as we somehow don't screw that up. Freckles knows all too well about side effects. Actually, I mean, I'd say mine are pretty mild in comparison to some people that have to actually, wean themselves off. My psychiatrist said I was already on a low enough dose that, like, weaning myself off was probably not necessary. That's gross. Okay, don't judge me just yet, chat. Uh-oh. We're okay. Watch. Watch and learn. Okay. Gross. Okay, it's not over. Excuse me. I wanted you to go a different way. We gotta start over. I'm trying to also do these without having deaths. Is it time to have some carrots? I think so. Do you guys want some carrots too? Let's go take a healthy snack break. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna put anything up. Are you done? Oh, here she comes. Why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail? You prefer to see matinees? If I go into the city to see the show because I don't like being in the city late. And that's actually probably when most of the tourists go. Would I be correct in assuming that? Just because it's the vibe, right? Alright, Beta. Want another? Her breath is stinky. Come here. Where are you? Oh. So, I shop at Aldi, right? I bought these, so I'm just like, you know, what more veggies can I get? So I've been buying steamable bags. And it's mostly for dinners and stuff that I'm making. But there's like this rice cauliflower stuff. And that comes in a steamable bag. And it has like seasonings and stuff. It's supposed to make 4 servings. I ate the entire bag yesterday. The entire bag was like 100 calories, but I was so full afterwards. Wait, so why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail? He was charged with battery. What do you think of him, Growlick? What do you think of him, M-Boy? Do you think they taste better? You do think they taste better? Hell yeah. We weren't lying to you. And they're still pretty quick to make. What alert am I getting right now? Oh. I guess, sport alert? No, like, we've been talking about, like, steamable bags and stuff like that. And that's, like, you know, I was, like, looking for, you know, other, like, ways of including vegetables in my diet because I was kind of slacking, to be completely honest. Like, I don't dislike vegetables. I actually love vegetables. But it was just, like, I wasn't having enough. And, so I'm just like, let's just look for more steamable bags, because I don't really care to prepare much of anything. Thanks for the good luck there. Grievous will get this going because of you. Just don't want to take forever for those things to fall. So if you see, like, me drop a color that I need, sometimes it's more about, like, how long it takes for something to fall down than it is, like, about the color being available. And it's like, and boy, I have those, like, pots and pans where it's like, you have the bottom pot where you put the water in it, and then there's a pot that goes on top that has, like, holes in it, and you put the vegetables in that so you can steam the vegetables. I'm like, you know, I may have the supplies to do it, but, like, then you're asking me to do dishes. And it's like, these dishes, these pots and pans have literally never been used, but I have them. But again, it's like a space thing. Like, I just do not care to, oh man, I could have made that better. Oh well. But yeah, if you guys want to take any easy routes to healthy food, steamable veggie bags. Cleaning dishes sucks too. Yeah. I didn't even plan that last move. That just looked awesome. This is a good round. See? That's why I throw away some pieces. It's just better to do it like that and save the time. Because it's like waiting for the pieces to fall and then watching your time tick is so annoying. Man, these carrots are really good. Like, sometimes I just feel like you don't get a bag that's, like, that great. Because basically, when it comes to baby carrots, I mean, I'm sure many of you already know this, but you're basically getting the, whew. Hold on. Losing steam here. Okay. But you're basically getting the reject carrots. And that's where they, like, shave them down and all that jazz. And make baby carrots. That doesn't mean their taste sucks, but sometimes I feel like their taste isn't quite as good. But this is a good bag. This is, like, quality. I don't know, because it's like, I don't know if any of you ever, like, had a baby carrot, and it's like, wow, that one tasted kind of funky. It wasn't, like, bad, but it just tasted different. It's like, okay, I'm done eating these. Good round. Oh no, it's like it just tastes off. It's not as fresh as the other ones. And so far, this bag has exceeded my carrot expectations. This is a nice clean round right now. We like our Dr. Mario rounds nice and clean. No dirty Marios. Not something with that yet. Oh, shoot. I didn't see that happening. There we go. Just want more of the right pieces than just the colors. Alright, under 7 minutes. I like it. Yeah, Peter, tell Grotlick that joke. It's like, that is so Grotlick. Alright, now that we're warmed up, though, this is a good round. He may be too shy. Shoot, let me find it. Wait, you don't have that memorized? I'm disappointed in you, Peter. Thought you were ready to have, like, your first stand-up act and everything. Got a little nervous there. I didn't do it right. Oh. Just do it like this. get rid of this. Too much going on. He's looking for it. That was good. That was good. All right, we're gonna have this done hopefully in under 8:30. Come on, Red. Yeah. 8:30 is usually a great time for ending virus level 7 for me. You trying to harass me for carrots? Anybody got an answer for petering around? I feel like Grotlick, if anybody would chime in, it would be Grotlick knowing the answer. He's like, yes, I've heard this one a bazillion times. And if Grotlick's not here anymore, then we're gonna boo. Boo Grotlick. They're slowly getting over it. Get it? Get it, chat? Ah. Envoy's just never satisfied. Envoy's like, I am a theater genius. I know good performances when I see them, hear them, whatever. And Boo and Grotlick, not Peter. Yeah, where's Grotlick? This is Grotlick's thing, and we're just trying to play along here. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. We love that. Oh, yeah. Let's do... Ooh, I fucked it up over there. Can't do that anymore. A little sloppier at the end of this one, but not all bad. There we go, there we go. I'd never boo Peter, because you would instantly get timed out. Nobody is allowed to boo Peter here. Only me. Oh! Ooh. Oh, wait. Look at this. Whee! I always like showing off moves like that. Does that turn anybody on? Me being so good at Dr. Mario moves like that. I don't think, like, I'm attracting the audience that I would be interested in. Peter might be attracted to that, I don't know. I only married you for your Dr. Mario moves. Ooh. Why does my stuff keep disappearing? Like the little, basically like the shadow where you can kind of see where your, piece is gonna fall. Sometimes it just disappears without me, like, understanding how I did that. Because it must be a me thing, I just don't know why or what I'm doing that makes it go away. Brain zap! It happened! My eyes moved. Oh, I almost screwed that up. Show us more of your Dr. Mario skills. I'd only get timed out. I'd only get timed out. I thought booing Peter is a bannable offense. Well, I will only ban people now if they're seriously being jerks. Sorry, I'm gonna spit out carrots that were already chewed. That was gross. Because it's really punishing to ban someone. I have banned people, but it's because they've either been kind of scary or because they were a bitch to me in real life. So, there is a story behind that, but I've already talked about it on stream before, and that was a long time ago. Okay, we're kinda getting some crap. Is that a wild Peter behind me? A wild Peter has appeared. Okay, we're fixing our mess. Because we are a good person. Alright, got what I need. You'll see what I'm doing over here to make this better. Sometimes I wonder if, like, the tricks that I'm trying to do actually, like, take away time. Ban this asshole. Nah, I'd never ban you, largest bear. I don't think I was here. And boy, I'm pretty sure you were a participant in my stream when I was kind of having a breakdown over it. It was like over 2 years ago. It was a story of betrayal. This person was actually on my stream once. Damn it! else I can do. Ah, actually, I changed my mind. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, that actually worked too. I'm panicking, chat. Wow, that was beautiful. It was so gorgeous. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, well, again, it worked out. Despite it not being the move I was intending. Sorry, I'm super having to figure this out. I didn't do the best. And the colors that they're giving me are not vibing. The vibes are all off. Okay, vibes are kind of bad. Don't screw that kind of stuff up, Freckles. Okay. Aha! Alright, that took way too long. I am not sweet old Freckles, I can tell you that. Hi, sexy Tesla! Speaking of sweet old people. Oh, me? I love that emote so much. Like, I have a similar one. Largish has one similar. But, like, for some reason, it's my second favorite. For some reason, it's the dumpster with the weird eyes that, like, I'm like, there's just something endearing about it. You, like, you're not panting, but the way that you're, like, pushing air out of your nose right now is ridiculous. This is my top favorite.
And that's what I call
Yeah, these ones I love. Oh! This isn't high quality H2O, but this is. I didn't want to have, like, backwash of carrots, that's why I paused. Steven, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everyone in chat. Not just Steven. Okay. We'll get it, chat. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have a plan. Watch this. Oh, yes. That wasn't also the plan there, but... I can't whistle to save my life sometimes. Ah, mother F! Oh, watch this. I sound like a kid. Mom, watch this! Mom, look here! Watch me spin around. Mom's just like, uh-huh. Yep, so awesome. Mom is just over it. Oh, they're showing me their spins again. Oh, just let them do it. They'll dizzy themselves out into a coma. Anybody got any weekend plans? I screwed that one up. But my weekend plan.
I love you all. I love you more than life itself. You're all fucking mad.
Catalina_skater has been
is
F and hash
here.
percenting mad for 13 months.
Hold on, Catalina. We're in the middle of a life or death situation. Not really. Let me finish this level out, and then I'll give you a proper... Ooh, did you see that? That was all because of Catalina. Guys, remember how I said, like, we have our little sub-goal thing. We're still counting towards it. But if we hit our goal, I just will not be adding a stream to this week. I would have to add it to next week. Because I am just kind of coming back into the swing of things, and I don't want to overdo it. But, Catalina, we're going to add your sub to the goal counter that is not currently being shown, because, again, I just didn't want people to think it was happening for this week, but I am still keeping count of our goal to add an extra stream. Beta farted. I need to stop giving her carrots, because I think that is causing her to be farty. Not that it would be that instantaneous. I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know how quickly, like, people's digestive things happen. I'm still working! Almost a year! You are officially a year old. I need, like, a beta farting emote. I haven't needed any emotes, because A, feel like I've just been a shitty streamer these days, and B, I pretty much don't really have any emote slots available, except for like tier 2 and 3, but like I don't have any tier 2 or 3 people, so that doesn't seem fair. But we just updated the sub counter. We're halfway there. Shitty streamer, I'm here. Largest, you're like a quality streamer. I just sit on here, play Dr. Mario, drink energy drinks, eat with my mouth open. Carrots and apples make your dog stink, really? And the thing is like, carrots are safe for dogs. I mean, there's a lot of things that are safe for dogs. But does that mean that they're not gonna fart it out? Maybe Beta would have been better when she was younger. She's almost 11, guys. She'll turn 11 at the beginning of August. Maybe we'll have a birthday stream for her. With, like, a little birthday hat. I found my birthday hats. I thought, like, they were all thrown away, but I found them. We never really celebrate birthdays. Like, we don't have birthday parties or anything here. But I have birthday hats, just in case the occasion calls for it. I don't know what a beta birthday stream would include. Are there, like, dog games out there? I don't know, maybe there's, like, some, like, Steam slop game that's, like, dog-oriented. We have a lot of time to think it through, though. Just over a month. Peter's birthday is coming up next month, less than a month away. My sister's birthday is coming up. My brother's birthday is coming up. And then Beta's birthday. So I got birthdays coming out the wazoo. And it's like, we just got through Father's Day. But I am a bad daughter. I did not get my father anything for Father's Day. I called him, though, and he said that was good enough. But also, to be fair, my dad, he just never wants anything. Did you see that? Even Mario got really excited about that. You don't often hear him woohoo like that. Minus next month too. Jesus, you guys all in July. Wait, what happened? It was like 9 months prior to July. Would that have put you guys as October or November? Probably like November conception. Thanksgiving? Was there a celebratory? Well, winter. Bored. People were bored. There's a free Steam game called Dog. I'm gonna look it up my phone. So that I don't, have to turn on Steam, because it, like, fucks with my camera. It slows things down. So, Steam. Dog. I looked up dog and it gave me something called Squad. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's like a little corgi. Click on a dog, give him a hat, get him a toy. Such happy. I'm looking through the pictures right now. We'll have to look through the dog games. There's a game called Grapple Dog. There's like 2-3 dog games. And then there's a game called Horny Doge. No thanks. That doesn't seem like a safe for stream. Grapple Dog. What is this? Grapple Dog looks like fun. Like, you're just, like, swinging around. I suck at it? Okay, so you know about Grapple Dog. I emulated Nintendogs onto my phone. What's that? I never thought to look up, like, free games. I guess I just expect everything to, like, cost money. Whoa, I didn't anticipate to have that happen. I'm just that good. Okay, I'm looking for... There it is, blue and yellow. Look at that. See, I am so good at this game. Don't get too conceited, Freckles. You're gonna end up, like, fucking yourself over here in a second. It's just what I do best. Wait, I don't know if Doom's here. He's probably off doing, like, work or something. But is he supposed to be streaming the Barbie game tonight? Does anybody know? I mean, we're rating him regardless. But at some point, he is supposed to be streaming the Barbie game. that Halcyon wanted him to play, and I think he's dropping a new emote as well. Yes, Barbie tonight. Oh! Are you excited, chat? Are you excited for the Barbie? If you were even aware. If you weren't aware of Doomsdib, you need to follow him, first of all. Second of all, I didn't really have anything planned for that. To say anything more. Sounded like I was gonna start listing things out. I'm like, first of all, make sure you're following Doomsdib. Second of all, he's cool. We'll just go with that. I don't even know, like, what this Barbie game is all about. I remember my cousin had a Barbie game, and I think all you did was, like, dress her up and, like, had her do a fashion show or something. Freckles doesn't know Nintendog. You take it on walks and you can play with them. It works well for the phone because it uses the microphone, too. So, it's literally a Nintendo game. Ah, it was on the DS. That's why I didn't know about it. I didn't own a DS. It came out in 2008. Back then, I was obsessed with my Wii. My Wii. Sounded like it could have gone the wrong way. I was obsessed with my Wii. But, I mean, the Wii console was probably, like, the height of, like, me playing Nintendo. I mean, well, that's a lie. It's definitely, like, now. This is probably the most I've ever played video games. But back when I had friends, I played the shit ton out of Wii games. You know, with other people and things like that. I just felt like it was definitely a good console for multiplayer. It was just really fun. I did that. And I still have my Wii. I could still play it. Again, just some of the games aren't fully functional. And I still have a little bit of trouble with Wii Sports after the surgery I had to perform on the disk drive. I didn't do anything wrong. I just think maybe I bought a... Are you out there, Peter? Oh, I just heard the Alexa talk. That was kind of... caught me off guard. She probably heard me say something and thought I was talking to her. She's spying. I once took my brother's Nintendog's cart and deleted his game. Wow. It's fine, we already hated each other. That's cruel, though. Wait. Oh! Okay, Peter, do you remember that Smosh Reddit story that we heard? Or was it a Reddit story or something? Where somebody deleted... Oh, it was like their Animal Crossing? And it was like, you know, Animal Crossing from like COVID?
They wanted like a founder experience where you could do like...
Right, so... What? They asked if they could play Animal Crossing. They made their own profile or whatever. But, like, apparently, if you don't, like, start your own game or whatever, like, you're just, like, joining the same island or whatever. I forget how it was explained.
It didn't make sense.
But, basically, the girl deleted this dude's island with hundreds of hours in Animal Crossing, and, you know, I guess she just was like, whatever, he doesn't play it anymore.
Well, I think she texted and then waited and then didn't get her response.
Oh, right, he didn't, like, give her permission. And she did it anyway, and she deleted his entire island. I saw you got... Dan G88, how dare you? When are you guys playing? I think he got me a game. Let me check my email. It was on my wish list. You received a gift copy of the game. Dan G88, now I owe you.
Now you have to play with him.
Now I have to play. What are you guys doing? I didn't see that. Unless they... Jesus Christ, stop it! What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sweating now. I'm sweating. Well, thank you. I don't deserve it. I don't. I'm a bitch, so I don't deserve these things. Well, I guess we gotta play them. Ugh. You guys are great. I love you guys. Yep, there it is. Mecha Chameleon. Grapple Dog. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was on sale. On sale is the best. I'm having a character celebrate. No, guys, I'm gonna have to get that other game, though. Just because, again, I saw it on Smosh, and I'm like, that looks too fun. I'm addicted to Smosh now. I even have Smosh merch. Thanks to petering around. Doo-doo, doo-doo. What game? I like games. So there's a game called, I'm pretty sure it's called Can We Survive? And, I mean, there's a bunch of different things on it, but the thing that really intrigued me was, like, how you try to drive your car down a hill, and you're trying to, like, aim to get into, like, this parking spot, and it's, like, next to impossible, because basically you'll usually just wreck your car into oblivion before you even make it. And it looked hilarious. I think it came out like 10 years ago. But I was like, I was having trouble like understanding how it came out 10 years ago when it says that it's in like some early adopter thing, and I'm like, well, how would that continue on for 10 years? So I don't know. But it said 2015, which would be 11 years ago. Alright, we're doing okay, chat. We're trying to get through all 21 levels without a game over, which I've done before. And it's not like it stops you from continuing the game. You just, you know, lose all your points or whatever. But I want to more often get through all 21 levels without a game over. Sometimes it's like, I don't really care how long it takes me. So, you know, we're kind of messing with that too, along with kind of like trying to get my best time, but I don't think I'm gonna get my best time today or anything. I tend to get my best times when I'm not streaming. Oh, shoot. Sure. Whoa, I don't know. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't realize I was gonna get something across as well. Okay. moment. Oh, fucking Freckles. Ah! Okay, fair. Okay, this has gotten a little messy, and I don't like it. What the frig, Freckles? Okay, now we're losing it all. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. Woohoo! Look at this. I didn't even play that. Can we survive? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Guts and Glory. No, it's not the Guts and Glory. It should be the one, it's like Arasha and Spencer and Angela are in the video. Or was it me? Yeah, or not Spencer, it was Chance. Spencer was in it for a second, so it's just the Can We Survive the second link. That's what I'm talking about. So if you ever want to watch that video, it's like the first thing that they're doing in the game that I thought was interesting. But like they also it kind of is like Grand Theft Auto style where you can like, you know, have these things where there's literally a thing where you have to try to evade the cops for a 4-hour chase. Like, that sounds intense. But, apparently that's one of, like, the things that you can do. Try to evade the cops for 4 hours. And they lost very quickly. It seems like it's a game that really is, like, unforgiving. But yeah, we watch Smosh now, like, every single night. We were just watching them for the Reddit stories, and then we kind of came across the game channel. They do, like, kind of spoofs of, Family Feud. I mean, they play the game exactly as Family Feud is played. It's just, you know, it's their cast. So, that's pretty good. They've done, like, a Who's Line thing. A try not to laugh thing. I'm like, I don't think I'm, like, the target demographic. Like, I feel like it's, like, more of, like, a Gen Z YouTube channel, but fuck it, I like it. What is age, anyway? Whatever makes you happy. this song's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. It does kind of get annoying after a while. It's just the same song on repeat. I don't think you can actually change the track, because they have like 4 different tracks or whatever. They don't let you change it like mid-game. Aha! I think it's 4 hours, like, real lifetime. Because the counter in game was pretty real. Real time. Like, I don't know if I could play for that long, but again, like, that's not even why I was interested in the game. It was more so the car crash simulation type deal. Oh, why would you change it? Because you're a bitch. Okay, how are we gonna get through this, chat? We kind of screwed up. We may not come out of this alive. I can think this through. Oh, I can hopefully make this happen. I just cannot put anything on the left-hand side of the screen right now. Which is not great. We're gonna have to make this a little trashy. Alright, I'm trying to think of how to best... It's really hard to, like, make good decisions while you're still having to try to play the game at the same time. Does that make sense? Okay, I think I just gotta clear everything on this side before I'm just gonna be able to do that. Sorry, the annoying sound that we all love in this game, just the siren. It's like, I don't know if they ever thought, like, this may be a little annoying. Maybe a little annoying. Hey.
Hey,
There we go. There
wanna
we
hear
go.
the most annoying sound in the
that's what
world?
I'm talking about. Ooh, look at this. I did good, chat. Alright. Let's get rid of this red. Alright, now we've gotta make some decisions here. Try to clear out things from this side. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. Watch this. Boom. Okay, just try to keep everything to this side for now. Let's try to get rid of this yellow. This red. Okay. Yellow. We can try to get rid of these blues. This is gonna be a freaking mess. Oh god, it's gonna be a mess. Okay. Let's work here. Let's get rid of this. Let's put this under here. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Uh-oh. I'm making really bad decisions right now. I think we fucked it. Oh my god. It's over. It's over. I fucked it up. I fucked it up, chat. Alright. Anywho, I think we're just gonna end it there. You know, today was just kind of a test to make sure that I was able to stream. And we did okay. Doomsdib is on, though. And he is not playing Star Fox. He is
All I
playing
got so far is bundled to complete my binding
some
device.
Barbie horse adventure. And he has a new emote. So let's go raid Doomsdib. I will be on tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we'll be doing more Dr. Mario. We got new games. We've got new games that we can play. So we might be playing some of those. But thanks for bearing with me. I'm hot right now anyway. I tend to get hot over here. And the energy drink didn't help. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chit-chatting with me. Thanks for the gifted games. Thanks for the subs. You guys were awesome. So let's give Doomsdib a big hello. We love Doomsdib here. Doomsdib is a big friend of the channel. And, yeah, we're gonna go see him. So have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!